Welcome to the Samurai Channel. We are all students who have been active for the past 3 years through social networking, street speeches, and signature campaigns. The channel is made up of teenagers and is made up of culturally diverse high school students, including Japanese, half European, and those who have studied abroad. The corruption of politicians in Japan today is glaringly obvious. The adults need to wake up and express their opinions clearly. But even if they realize, more than 70 years of misguided history may prevent decisive action. It is we, the youth, who are in this predicament. That is why we must learn together, speak out and take action, remember who is telling lies, remember why is false history being taught, remember who are the traitors. Remember understand what individuals and nations have done to our country. Let us know if there are any mistakes. We are ordinary high school students, but our leaders have been aware of Japan's shadow since junior high school and have taken action. Mission: Let's protect Japan. Let's be proud of Japan. Support us. Arigatou gozaimasu. Here are the topics we chose this week. Number 1. Olympic success, Japanese athletes shine, especially the popular Rikuryu pair. At the Milano Cortina 2026 Winter Olympics, Japanese athletes are performing exceptionally well. The figure skating pair known as Rikuryu, Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara, has particularly captured the hearts of fans. After finishing 5th in the short program, they delivered a dramatic comeback in the free skate with a world record score of 158.13 points, winning the gold medal. This marks Japan's first ever Olympic gold in pair figure skating. The arena rose to its feet in a standing ovation, and the entire country was swept up in emotion and joy. The strength of their bond and their inspiring story have made Rikuryu hugely popular. The Japanese team continues its medal rush, matching the nation's best ever Winter Olympic record. Number 2. Cambodian nationals steal copper wire from school, forcing closure. At a junior high school in Saitama Prefecture, a group including Cambodian nationals committed a theft of copper wiring. The stolen wire was valued at approximately 300,000 yen, but the theft damaged the school's electrical distribution system, causing a power outage. This prevented school lunches from being served and forced the school to close temporarily. Repair costs are estimated to be around 5 million yen. Metal thefts have surged in recent years, with foreign nationals accounting for over 60% of arrests in some data. The destruction of school infrastructure is continuing to cause serious damage and is becoming a growing social problem. Number 3. Chinese participants at the Munich Security Conference. At the Munich Security Conference, Chinese participants, including Foreign Minister Wang Yi, made inappropriate remarks criticizing Japan's security policies. They claimed that despite Japan's post-war contributions as a peaceful nation, the ghost of militarism still lingers. In response, Foreign Minister Toshimitsu Motegi strongly rebutted the statements during the discussion as factually baseless and issued a formal protest through diplomatic channels. While China asserted that Japan's comments regarding Taiwan constituted an infringement of sovereignty, the Japanese government maintains its position of hoping for a peaceful resolution through dialogue. Number 4. Protect our children, distrust in Shogakukan. In Japan, cases of missing children never seem to end. Recently, a third-year junior high school student in Tokomachi City, Niigata Prefecture, suddenly disappeared from her home, and the police are conducting a large-scale search. Thousands of missing person reports for children are filed annually, with some cases suspected to involve kidnapping or confinement. Caution in crowds and on streets at night is crucial, and parents and communities need to heighten their awareness of protecting children. Meanwhile, a scandal has emerged at Shogakukan regarding human rights and compliance. It was revealed that an editor employed a manga artist who was a convicted sex offender for a serialization and forced the victim to remain silent. A lack of human rights awareness appears to be part of the corporate culture, evidenced by past, heroic tales of violence involving legendary manga artists. The investigation report regarding the Sexy Tanaka-san incident was also insufficient and delayed. The company must immediately establish an appropriate third-party committee and ensure a highly transparent response. Number 5. Government skips ministerial attendance at Takashima Day ceremony. The Japanese government has once again decided not to send any ministers to the Takashima Day ceremony held in Shimane Prefecture, dispatching only a parliamentary vice minister from the cabinet office. Prime Minister Sonai Takaichi had stated during the LDP presidential election that ministers should attend proudly, but this decision prioritizes improving relations with South Korea. Citizens and conservative groups have voiced strong dissatisfaction, pointing out the contradiction with her earlier comments that there is no need to read the room. While maintaining the position that Takashima is Japan's inherent territory, the government states it will continue to aim for a peaceful resolution. Number 6. Cherry Blossom Festival cancelled. The Arakuraima Sengen Park Cherry Blossom Festival, a popular spot in Fujiyoshida City, Yamanashi Prefecture, has been cancelled due to over-tourism. With over 200,000 annual visitors, local residents have suffered from severe traffic congestion and public nuisance behaviors, such as littering and trespassing for public urination. The city determined that the influx has exceeded its capacity. While safety measures will remain in place, the official festival name will no longer be used, emphasizing the city's priority on protecting the daily lives of its residents. Number 7. 14 Tokyo officials disciplined. 14 Tokyo metropolitan government officials have received disciplinary actions, including suspensions and reprimands, following a long-term failure to declare or pay consumption tax for the public housing business account. Despite warnings from a tax accounting firm, the officials reportedly handled the situation inappropriately. The metropolitan government admitted that their actions were perceived as a cover-up, leading to a significant loss of public trust. Number 8. Kobe level crossing accident. Families seek 140 million yen in damages. Following a January 2025 accident in Kobe where 2 Chinese tourists were struck and killed by a Sanyo electric railway train, their bereaved families have filed a lawsuit against the operator and the driver. Seeking approximately 140 million yen in damages, the plaintiffs argued during the first oral statement on February 27, 2026, that level crossings are unfamiliar in China, and without signs in Chinese, there is no way to know the rules. They tearfully claimed that infrastructural deficiencies caused the deaths. Number 9. DPP candidate arrested for alleged vote buying. Nobuko Irie, 63, a Democratic Party for the People (DPP) candidate who lost in the February 8 House of Representatives election for Tokyo's 7th district, has been arrested along with 2 others for suspected violations of the Public Offices Election Act. They are accused of paying approximately 270,000 yen, with the total potentially exceeding 450,000 yen, to 5 female university students for distributing flyers and other campaign activities. Number 10. METI projection, no labor shortage in 2040. The Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, METI, released a revised employment structure projection for 2040 in January 2026. While the workforce is expected to shrink by 7 million to 63.03 million due to depopulation, the report concludes that AI and robotics will prevent an overall labor shortage. However, a significant mismatch is predicted. A surplus of 4.37 million clerical workers and 800,000 liberal arts graduates, contrasted with a shortage of 3.39 million AI/robotics specialists and 2.60 million frontline workers. This has sparked calls to reconsider reliance on mass immigration in favor of reskilling the domestic workforce and prioritizing labor market reforms for Japanese citizens.
This week's Can You Shut Up Please? This week's Can You Shut Up Please is the media war against Prime Minister Takaichi. In February 2026, right after Prime Minister Takaichi took office, the internet exploded with anger. People were furious at NHK and other TV stations. During her first speech in the Diet, NHK's News 7 showed her at a strange titled angle. Fans called this malicious image control, meant to make her look unstable or tense. Online and on the streets, the backlash was huge. People shouted, "Is the cameraman drunk?" or "Why is the camera shaking so much?" Many felt this was proof that the media simply hates Takaichi. Why is the hostility? It's because Takaichi is very strict. In the past, she said TV stations could lose their broadcast signal if they break the law. Also, her strong stance on Taiwan makes some media outlets nervous. NHK says it's just a normal filming style. But the people don't believe it. They are saying, "We won't pay the NHK fee anymore." To the Japanese media, please shut up. We need real fines for breaking the law. If you violate the rules, your broadcast should be stopped. Don't you agree?
This week's textbook. The Truth About the Nanjing Incident. Please take a look at this photograph. In fact, starting in October of the previous year, the authorities began censoring letters and telegrams and tapping phone calls. If you challenged the historical views created by the US, you faced potential arrest. If convicted in court, your family could be left destitute, wandering the streets. People lived in constant fear. Even among friends or within the privacy of your own home, criticizing the US carried the risk of being reported or snitched on. It got to the point where parents couldn't even speak freely in front of their own children. Let's take action this week. This week's Let's Take Action is against the Takaichi administration for accepting Ishin's demands. This is an urgent call to action based on Mr. Masanori Mizuma's video from February 26, 2026. Due to an agreement between the LDP and the Japan Innovation Party, Ishin, last October, emergency short-term legislation related to selective separate surnames for married couples has emerged as an issue, creating a crisis where it may be submitted to the ordinary diet session. Mr. Mizuma criticizes the bill, noting that it would allow for the single listing of a former surname, which effectively amounts to the same thing as a separate surname system, and warns that it will lead to the dismantling of Japan. Although Sanai Takaichi previously publicly declared that, if it passes, I will stake my political life and leave the party, she is now being criticized for having been weakened by the LDP's decline and disagreement. The LDP, having suffered an election defeat and struggling to maintain power, has effectively been taken advantage of by Ishin. It really makes me think, that's Ishin for you. Since the LDP cannot submit the bill on its own, he emphasizes that now is the greatest opportunity to block it and strongly urges immediate action. Let's all raise our voices and oppose it.